Hi everybody. So the point of this video is to talk about the business model. I have the model pulled up on my screen and I'm going to walk through each one or each piece of it. I know that in-person explanation can be a little bit easier to understand some things. I know this is an assignment that's probably a little weird um, because, as artists, we've already kind of established ourselves as a business. So what does it mean to put together a business model? So first off, a business model is a written down version of you as a business. Okay, in the arts, we are all our own business. Okay, and so a business model breaks us down and us as a business into more specific details. So immediately jumping into it, the first thing, opportunity. Who are the customers? Who am I interviewing with? What solution am I selling? How do these solutions fill their needs? So speaking as a designer, who are the customers and who am I interviewing with? Well, the people I'm going to be interviewing with are most likely production managers, possibly technical directors, definitely directors and artistic directors, maybe even some producers. And they would also most likely be the customers. They're the people that I'm trying to sell my business to, sell what I do to. What is the solution I'm selling? Scene design. That's the solution. I'm trying to sell a quality end product and that I have the skills to do it. How do these solutions fill their needs? They need a scenic designer, okay? From a performance or stage management or directing standpoint. So who are the customers? As an actor or stage manager, you're going to be selling yourself to the director. In administrative positions, you're selling yourself to the artistic director. Okay, those are the people that you're going to be selling with. And they're going to be your customers. They're going to be the ones that you're interviewing with. What is the solution you're selling? What that really means is what is the product? What are your skills? Okay, what is the, I guess you could say, the end goal that you're selling. If you're an actor, you're selling your skills as an actor and a quality performance. And how does that solution fit their needs? Well, they need good actors. Okay, theaters need good actors, they need good stage managers, they need good administration. And so in order to be successful, they need all of those to be a well-rounded company. And what you're saying is, I fill your needs, I will fill this position, not only to the best of my abilities, but I am the best candidate for it, and here's why. Market analysis. What types of customers am I looking for? How is this market changing? What is becoming interesting to audiences and industry? Be sure to anticipate needs and changes. Describe the customer and what is your competition. So this is more looking at the competitive nature of the industry. Okay, what types of customers are you looking for? Well, for example, as a designer, I'm looking for theaters, directors, artistic directors, production managers who have or want to put a higher focus on the audience. They want to change lives. Okay, they want to have an impact on people. How is this market changing? Well, unfortunately, today our audiences are slowly changing from people who care more about a message and a story to people who care about, flash and traction spectacle. They want something exciting, which totally valid. And that's something that needs to be anticipated. It's also something interesting about audiences. What is becoming interesting to audiences and industry? Like I said, spectacle, something exciting. And that's where we need to, or as a designer, I need to adapt to that. Okay. Describe the customer. Okay, for example, if I'm thinking of a director, I'm thinking of someone who is character driven, someone who understands a story, someone that has a grasp of design, but may not be a great with visualization. Someone that is strong and independent, and can do things on their own, but at the same time, I recognize that the customer needs assistance. And what is my competition? My competition is other scenic designers. Okay, other scenic designers, other educators, other painters, other props artisans. Basically, my competition are people who are like me, but possibly better. And so this is a play. So what is your competition? Literally, people like you. But also, this is where you list the skills that they have that you might not have, or things that you need to look at. The third section, execution. What technology is needed? What other materials or supplies are needed? What space will I need? What are my advertising and networking needs? And these are so execution talks about what do you need to be a successful business, okay? What technology is needed? Do you need a laptop? Do you need special programs? Do you need a cell phone? Do you need a tablet? Like, what is the physical technology that you need? What is the physical technology and the applications that you need to support your business? What other materials or supplies are needed? So these are non-technological materials. Like for me, I need things to build models, to paint, to build props. I need various tools, both electric and not, like things like that. What space will I need? Well, I need an office or a design studio. Like, simply put, that's what I need. What are my advertising and networking needs? Well, for me personally, I use social media. We are in an age where social media is a big thing. And if you don't like social media, you got to find something to like about it, because social media is how your work gets out there, especially right now with all of us being in isolation for coronavirus. Having a social media presence can be really helpful. So if you're looking at it from a performance or administrative standpoint, so technology, administrative, you're going to have technology most likely provided for you. But you still need a way to show what you've done. Okay, you need a computer, you need Microsoft Office, maybe Adobe Creative Suite. For actors and possibly stage managers, you need a computer, you need video editing software, you need a camera and microphone so that you can record auditions. Materials and supplies, you need audition costumes, you need interview outfits, you need your portfolio, you need a makeup kit, you need a stage manager kit, you need all of the little things that would make you successful. What space will you need? Do you need an office? Do you need a rehearsal studio? Do you need a dance studio? What do you need to hone your craft on your own and run your business? As we already talked about advertising and networking. Management summary. When will your company be founded? In what state? Who is the owner? If it is, when will my company be incorporated? This is talking more about becoming an LLC, okay? It's becoming a legally recognized business, okay? A lot of times, actors, stage managers, directors, people on the performance side of things won't be establishing their own company. Most likely they will be represented by an agent. Okay, so for those of you on the performance side, when will your company be founded? Think of it as, when are you going to find an agent? When are you going to reach out to them? When are you going to get an agent? In what state do you want an agent? Okay, so if you're moving to New York, you're going to get an agent in New York. If you're moving to LA, you'll get one in California. Who is the owner? Well, this is where you got to do research. You got to figure out which agency do you want to be a part of. When will your company be incorporated? Well, as a performer, it's that's not going to be a big thing for you. Okay, because it's not something you're going to have to focus on. That's just, you could just put, this is when the agency was founded or when they started working. Same thing with administrative work. Is it being on the part of administration, whether, your artistic director, your marketing and development, a company manager, a technical director, something like that. Talking about when your company will be founded, in what state, who is the owner, you're going to be talking about the specific theater or performing arts organization. Okay. Like, for example, if I was talking about Busch Gardens Tampa, I'm like, when will your company be founded? Busch Gardens was founded in 1969. In what state? Florida. Who is the owner? SeaWorld Parks Entertainment. When will the company be incorporated? Well, it was incorporated in 1969. So this is something it's not about me, it's the company I work for. As a designer technician, it gets a little different because a lot of times designers and technicians set up their own studios or production companies. Okay, so when will my company be founded? Well, as a designer, my company was founded in 2014. Okay, it's not an LLC. I haven't set that up yet. But I am my own business. Okay, Newton Scenic Designs is my business. Okay, it was founded in 2014. I started after I finished undergrad. In what state? Well, I started in Michigan. Okay, it was founded in Michigan, but because of the nature of the industry, I can move my business with me very easily. Who is the owner? Me, Brandon M. Newton. If it is, when will my company be incorporated? Well, that's something, when I first did my business model, it was something I wanted my business to potentially be incorporated by 2023 or 2025. Okay, somewhere in there. That date may fluctuate, it may change. And that date was also based off of my 2018 graduation from Texas State University with my master's. Okay, that was something like, I was hoping that within 5 years I would have enough work, even if I'm not designing, even if I'm just assisting, I would be able to start something. I'd be able to, have my business legally recognized, and also take care of, more legal aspects of it, so I can get into certain other areas of our industry. Looking at financial plan, profit loss, cash flow tables, finances required to launch business. The profit loss and the cash flow tables, you can't really do until you have your business set up, until it's something that you've experienced. Okay, it's not going to be something that you deal with before you graduate. So we're not going to talk about that. I put that in the rubric. Finances required to launch your business. This is something you can look at. How much money does it cost for you to become a business? Okay, it may be, more affordable. It may not cost you anything. Okay, I know there's sometimes actors and directors, it may not cost anything because maybe they just jump right into it, and that's totally fine. But it's also, you have to pay for an agent. Sometimes you have to pay for scripts. You have to pay for binding materials. You have to pay for video editing software. You have to pay for the technology that you need. What are the things, how much is it going to cost for you to truly set up your business and be successful with it? Okay, and it's what you can do is look at it in terms of, okay, in a perfect world, this is everything I would have. Okay, think about the prospecting project, where I was like, think about it in terms of, what is the perfect amount of money? If I had everything set up exactly the way I want, and then what is the this'll work amount of money? This is what I can serve. This is the bare minimum. Okay. For me, finances, roughly, I look at, my move here, my move from Tampa, Florida to Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Okay. It cost me probably about $3,000 to move my business and to launch it here. Okay. And then when we moved everything to online, I realized I didn't have a home office set up. And so that probably cost me another $400 to set up a home office. Okay. Um, Set up a successful home office. Okay, like having an actual office instead of just, sitting in my armchair. Okay. Which also isn't a bad thing. Okay. If you want to sit in your armchair, you sit in your armchair. For me, I needed a separate space. So what that comes down to is just how much money is it going to cost you to successfully set up your business? And finally, executive summary, an introduction that highlights key points from the rest of the business plan. Think of it as your bio, but instead of talking about you, you're talking about your business. Okay? This is the reason we do a business model is to give all of the whys. All right? These questions ask what and why. And we are answering those questions. We are breaking us down. We are being more, we are explaining ourselves with more detail and more specificity, because there are going to be, we did the mock interviews, and I tried to ask questions that would throw all of you for a loop. There are going to be times you're going to be asked questions like this, and even if it's not, by people you're interviewing with, it could be someone you're networking with, and this may be something that comes up, and this is something that you want to be able to talk about, and you want to be able to explain to the best of your ability. There's some of these things you may not know yet. Okay? Explain everything to the best of your ability. Looking at everything here, other than profit, loss, and cash flow tables, all of you are able to answer these questions. Even if it's a simple answer, you're able to answer it. This is, again, one of those things where you gotta seriously think and look, inside yourself and be like, okay, looking at this from a business standpoint, who am I? Okay. If there are any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I really hope that this helps, that this video helps, because I know that even for me, like, business models are a little tough. Okay, when it's like you haven't done it before, but you're like, well, I'm already working, I'm already a business, and it's like, you're right, you're already a business. The business model breaks you down. Business model explains each piece of you as a business. Okay? Have fun with it.